Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. It is March 27th, and before I get into it, I just want to huge shout out to FAU and University of Miami Hurricanes getting into the Final Four. If you've been living under a rock or been paying attention, this is quite amazing. I've watched all these games. This weekend was absolutely phenomenal. If you want to get into it, April 1st, Saturday coming up, both Miami and FAU will be in the Final Four. It's amazing to watch. It's both colleges' first time ever making it to the Final Four. So welcome back. This is my weekly market update. It is March 27th, my weekly market update, where I try to focus in on the Boca Raton and Delray Beach waterfront market, giving you the highlights on a weekly basis. And then at the end of the month, I'm going to go into a little more depth and detail of a year-over-year market update, so you can really see what's happening and try to give you some guidance, whether you're a buyer or a seller, show you what's been selling, what's not been selling, and give you highlights on what these prices are that we're seeing down here in the South Florida market. So I will get into this. Usually they're only about 2 to 3 minutes long. So I'm not going to waste a lot of your time. So here we go. All right, so first up, we're going to talk about Boca Raton and Highland Beach. Right now, we have 67 options that are on the market, 67 homes or townhouses that are waterfront in either Boca Raton or Highland Beach that you can purchase that have ocean access. 5 of those are new. We have 2 that have price reduced, so 2 have come down in price. There are 11 that are under contract pending to close. And so far in March, we've had 12 closings. I'm going to get into the last week, which we've had a very busy week with 6 closed houses just in the past week. So let's take a look at those, and I'll show you some of those highlights. All right, so if we jump into Boca Raton, the first one that comes up is a Lake Rogers property. Fantastic neighborhood. Everybody that knows Boca Raton loves Boca Raton, Lake Rogers. You have the walkability to the beach, super nice neighborhood. So this property is 3,000 square feet, 3,900 total square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 2-car garage. Looks like it's at the end of the canal, so there's a double-edged sword there. You get great views up the canal. Sometimes the end of these canals can be a little bit shallow. Let's take a look at some of these pictures. Kind of a Art Deco modern style house. Probably built in the 80s, my guess. Nice pool, nice waterfront, overlooking the water. Very retro, 1990s. Look at this cello. So this inside's definitely had some updates. You've got the stacked stone fireplace, hidden staircase over to the side there. Marble floors, looks like Saturnian marble. They're definitely into their music. Looks like could have used some staging. I would have definitely recommended some staging here. Pretty house though, all in all. 2.7 million on the waterfront to be in Boca Raton. It's a good value, 3,000 square feet. That's actually, a pretty good price. You're $900 a square foot. This one was done by Michael Klein with Remax, and Sotheby's found the buyer on this one. The next one we touched on last week. This was this is a new one. So Joy Schneider had this listing, and I believe this is the one she had the robot, which was actually, everybody loved the robot. She kept doing videos about it. This house was phenomenal. Beautiful marble floors, super updated, very contemporary, very modern, ultra sleek, very sharp. I remember this blue stove and overhead range. Absolutely stunning. I hope you guys can take a look at these pictures with me here. I'm not going too fast, but I want to try to get through these. So the details and highlights of this property. So Boca Bay Colony is on Mulberry. Was just under 3,000 square feet. It was a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 2.5-car garage, absolutely complete turnkey renovation. Ended up selling for $3.5 million. She did a great job on this, marketing it. She had it published everywhere. Really pretty house. I went to her broker's open, was able to see her and her little robot. I can't remember the robot's name, but I'll work on finding that out. So $3.5 million for waterfront, 70 feet on the water in Boca Raton. Next one we are going to take a look at is Boca Harbor Island. So Boca Harbor has 2 sections. You have your 69th and 71st, 72nd Street. And then you have Harbor Island, which is this peninsula on the end of the street where it goes north and south. This is on that peninsula, 8th Drive. So 70918 Drive. This was listed and sold by Bruce Ring. Nobody's bigger than Bruce on the water. I love his marketing. Let's take a look. So back to these details. So 5,680 square feet living, 6,997 total square feet. It was a 5-bedroom, 7-bathroom house. It was built in 22. So this may have been a brand new house, never lived in. It ended up selling for $6.6 million. So 6.9 list, 6.6 million sold price. So let's take a look at some of these pictures real quick. Super modern. Wow, this was beautiful. I believe I saw this at a broker's open house too. It had the skeleton staircase with the glass, marble flooring. Really, really pretty house. Like, this was an impressive home for direct intercoastal. So this was on the western side of the island. So I can see in the pictures here, you can see other properties, and this is the little turning basin back here. So this was not direct intercoastal. This was on the bay side, which we consider the canal side. It's a little more protected, so if you're an avid boater, this area in Boca Harbor actually is a wake zone. So you have to be a little careful when you're looking at properties that are direct intercoastal in this specific area, as it is a high-speed zone, or it's a wake zone. So here's a good example. So you have the intercoastal over here on the right-hand side, then you come in over here, but this is wide. This is, I believe, around 100 feet wide. You have a ton of room back here. This is probably, I'm going to guess, around 100 feet on the water, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. It's like between 80 and 100 feet on the water. Super nice house. So again, here you can see the intracoastal, the ocean. You're right about in between both Boca Raton Inlet to the north, Boynton Inlet to the south. So I'll get into that in another video, the highlights of both of those areas. Again, sold brand new $6.6 million sale. Next, let's go take a look at another one. Bruce Ring, sold with Lenson. This one was in Blue Inlet. I actually showed this house 2 times. It was a brand new finished home, 3-car garage. Let's see, sorry to bounce around. So 4,500 square feet, 5,800 total square feet, a 5-bedroom, 5-bathroom, 3-car garage home. This one sold for $4.5 million. Brand new, very, very modern, sleek, nice touch of organic flair here on the covered ceilings. This one is decorated. It might have been, so it was built in 2022. It might have been a resale. Nice, sleek finishes. So this is pretty much the wheelhouse number right now for 2023. $4.5 to $5 million for these newly built homes that are on the canals. Now, intercoastal and these exceptional point lots, they do definitely drive up the price. So 4.5 million. That's the closed price there. Here, this one's a fantastic property. So this was listed by Premier Estate Properties and sold by our very own Jennifer Kilpatrick right in our office. This was a very large home, 7,000 square feet. Wait till you see the pictures. 10,000 total square feet, 5 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms. This is in the sanctuary. This one closed for $11.1 million. Now, the sanctuary is very unique, where it is one of the few actually manned guard-gated communities in all of Boca Raton. A lot of people come down to Boca Raton looking for guard-gated communities. You have Royal Palm. It's not formally, there's a guard gate, but you can go in and out there. You have Boca Highland Beach Club. They have a guard gate, but there's only like a dozen homes there. Then you go into the sanctuary, and then there's another one called Boca Marina. Sanctuary is a very high security, super strict. They even have Marine Patrol, their own Marine Patrol that guards the waterfront, which is super unique. So if you're looking for extra security, if that's important to you, the sanctuary is definitely on your map. This one, 7,000 square feet, just closed for $11.1 million. We'll glance at these pictures. I know we're going way over today, but we had a lot of closings just in 1 week. I mean, this house was huge. It was fantastic. Beautiful finishes, double island kitchen. So $11 million gets you something way over the top, ultra high security. Absolutely beautiful. If you see this video and you want to see more of these pictures, please let me know. I'm happy to forward you the actual link to it. Another sanctuary deal that closed. So sanctuary has only got like 80 or 100 homes. This one was listed by Sonata Odzim with Douglas Elliman, just closed with Siemens Group, Rebecca Spooner. 7,300 square feet, 11,000 total square feet, was listed at $7.1 million, and it closed for 5.9. Let's take a look. So this is an inside corner. If you look at these pictures, you've only got 30 or 40, maybe 50 feet on the water, 65 feet on the water, sorry. It's deceiving with that picture. Here's your intercoastal. You have your little basin canal. Here's the property. Excuse me. So huge lots. So another thing about the sanctuary, they're all like a third an acre, half acre lots. Very big, which is very rare and unique for the Boca Raton and Delray to be on waterfront that has access to the ocean. When you're east, traditional lots are 9 to 10,000 square feet. So you don't get a lot. Wow, this had some amazing flooring. Somebody really had a lot of fun in this house. So just the quick highlight there, $5.9 million. That's what another one sold in Boca Raton on the water. So those are the 6 houses that sold and closed on the water in Boca Raton. Next week, I'm going to get into a little more detail of a year-over-year overview of March 2023 versus March 2022 to give you some more insight as a buyer or a seller where this market's going. And hopefully next week we will have 2 Florida basketball teams going to the final. Well, it'll be on Monday. So by the time I post this, we'll know who's going to the finals in March Madness college basketball. Have a great day, everybody. Enjoy. Have a good one.